don't never stop if you wanna be on top, yeah.
Tap, 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 yeah. Wrist on glitter, waist on thinner. I'ma show you how to bag an 8 bigger nigga. Face on steady, pockets on trigger. You better get the card and make it swipe like.
Hi guys! We are back again with another video. This is our third video, honey. We're so excited, you guys. Like, oh my god. The reception has been amazing.
You guys are absolutely amazing.
I actually
like,
can't believe
like
that we're here. And we just
again.
started.
And oh my gosh.
Literally, when I think about like our first video, as soon as we posted our first video, people were already like, when is the second video coming out?
Like they expected the second video to be like there,
and I'm
the next day we like,
I didn't anticipate this much like engagement, this much love.
Yeah.
And so we really just want to thank you guys
so much.
We really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure to
subscribe.
Don't just view,
subscribe.
You know, it's so easy. Literally, subscribe button first. Subscribe.
That's
it. Yeah. So we're super excited, and as you know, our last video was very spicy. You know what I mean? Okay. But this one is actually just as spicy because okay, so we basically asked you guys to just give us ideas of the kind of content that you want, and most people were just like story time,
vlogs, makeup tutorial,
all of that kind of vibe. So today we're gonna do a story time. So yeah, man.
Yeah, I hope you guys are ready.
Yeah.
Because I hit and
face.
you
I'm trying to think. What year was it?
I
think this was probably like, dude, like it was a long time ago.
Long
it's like
time ago.
Years ago. When I say years, I think it was probably like
first year, second year,
which is probably like 2012.
Yeah,
probably 2012 or something like that. And mind you, before this comment is story, guys, just know that we used to like
things. We were the life of the party.
Like
everybody.
When I say like things, like I don't mean
just like no. We used to like we used to go out like crazy. Like I don't know how we got there. I don't know how we got drunk.
We'll get
but
drunk.
We'll eat.
And we'll
go home. Because like we were the shit.
Yeah. So if you're from Durban, I think you will know this place.
And you know the person that owns it.
Yeah. So we're not gonna mention any names, mention any roads of the place that we were at, anything like that. But this place basically, okay, so we went to this place
in Belito.
This
house in Belito.
Yes, this house in Belito. And if you're a Durban girl, I actually said Durban. I almost said
if you're a Durbanite.
Yeah, I almost said Durban Han. I hate Wuhan. Durban Han. Anyway, so we had a friend. Actually, we had a mutual friend who was a guy, and we were super close with him.
Super close.
You know, we're actually kind of all still close, but I think it's obviously we've all grown
up,
venturing into different things.
But
this one guy was a very close friend of ours, and you guys know him. So this friend of ours was actually a very close friend of this guy that owns the Belito house.
And no, the guy that was the owner was also a friend, but not as close as
he was our friend by association.
Yeah.
So anyway, because we were like, you know what, we those girls, we like things. Like guys, when I say we like things,
like it was hectic.
Besides the fact that we used to party like Thursday to Sunday, Maktiwa, let's go.
We're there. But just cool girls.
Yeah, just cool girls. Let's hang out.
We were there.
So okay, cool. You know, this guy is like, you know what, dude, I've got this place. When I tell you that this place is the place that you go to after a club, or it's the actual club itself, because we would just chill there.
Turn up for date. There's alcohol. There's like shots.
And there's like 1,000 rooms. It's like, a very huge house.
Oh my gosh, there's guys, there's girls.
It's a vibe.
It's the club.
Trap house.
The trap house.
So cool. Our friend is like, come through, guys. We're like, okay, sharp, yeah, bro. So our friend is like, okay, what's on? And mind you, it was always a case of, I'll send my driver to come to you guys.
To come to pick you guys up, and then let's go to the house, chill.
And not just
fun.
us. A lot of other girls. These girls you see acting like,
they were there.
I said to drive.
Get ready, wearing short things.
Wearing short things like dresses. You know, with those girls. With
that makeup, that's hard ass looking makeup.
Yeah, that makeup. That we thought was
Nama frito, makeup, that Jay, on. So again,
but that's babes.
But that's bad.
I figure I would drive. I sing in more 20. Says this, and this is probably this wasn't even our first time.
Yeah.
But I think we're talking about it because this night in particular
was like
so traumatic. Okay. So it's land to drive, I guess, figure, okay, cool. As land there we go to Benito. Hey! First figure! Let me tell you.
Thinking about this guy is traumatizing me.
So
that's why I'm like a bit quiet because like
no,
I'm so like what the hell happened?
Okay, so figure get balito. Must figure you know that whole vibe of like a party scene, and there's like a group of girls there
and a group of guys and girls.
And you know how girls are.
We walk in and it's like. Everyone is looking at us and Jay, we are the girls.
We're like, hey friend, because our friend that we spoke about earlier on, we should actually give him a name. Tom. And then the guy that owns the
house
is
David.
Tom is our friend. David is the guy that we were kind of friends with that owns the place. Yeah. Okay, sharp. We get to the place, obviously weird vibes from girls because that's how girls are.
Yeah, like they give you that eye.
Yeah. And then obviously our Tom, Safia, we're like, hey friend, cool, it's a vibe. Yeah, well, okay, Sharp's figuring it's a vibe. People are living, you know, it's nice. So we're like, okay, Sharp, we're not together, it's you know. And let me tell you, this place, like literally in Dao, like
a trap house, like a trap house, alcohol, everything and anything happens. Well, it used to happen. Yeah. Because now Uga is engaged.
Are they still engaged? I don't think so. I don't know. Because she doesn't make a ring.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Anyways. So, okay, cool. So, speaking England, okay, sharp, this type of thing. I not to be like, oh, we're vibing. That's not my night with girls. Like, I do this one of those things. Yeah. So, because we know our friend, we know the guy that owns it, and you know, we know a lot of people there. And we're actually not those girls that would get to a club or a place and we're like, oh my gosh,
now we are there.
You know? So yeah, I mean, like it's a vibe. Then naturally we start vibing. We're like, okay, sharp, you know, 90 type of thing. You know? When I tell you it was a ritual with some shots in
Jay.
Standard.
Club like 100 shots on the table, Jay. When you get there, welcome shots. Club you get like 5. And then when you're there, it's like guys, like you get hammered.
Like yoguti, Jobasila, I have to be sober.
Yabo.
Anyway, so we chill, start drinking, you know, people are vibing. Like, and this is a nice house. It's a nice house, got a lot of space, a lot of that. I will vibe.
There's alcohol, there's food, there's everything you can think of.
I can't disappear about it. You know when people bahaba nga
2x2. Uyabona ukuthi usibani guy lapho nokugera akasekho manje le emehlweni ethu.
So we're like, okay, this clearly means something about to happen now. Okay. So Ref and I, obviously, like Ref and I, like whenever we go out, we're always like
this, like literally. They're like, oh my gosh, you guys are always together.
We're like, yeah.
Yes, we're always together. Like we all, even if a guy is there, we're like,
Guys, like, can I talk to Ref in private? You can talk to me too. Yeah, well, we're those kind of friends. So cool. Okay, we're vibing. And then people start going. You know how people start going into like different ways, type of thing. To the point where now, for example, if I'm like, I want to go pee, then maybe your friend's like, okay, cool. What are you
doing here?
And I'm like,
nah, I'm my best friend.
I'm just peeing, okay? So anyway, we're like, okay, cool. But like that, it was that kind of vibe. Like someone a conduce is piggy
la ya bona nje la say othende low
this man's like, okay, sharp. Anyway,
I get a little party.
That's not even like the exciting part. That the party is actually not even the exciting part, to be quite honest. Okay, fine, let's fast forward.
Now it's time to go.
Now it's time to go. So Ref and I like, okay, we need to go. So we tell the guy that owns the place, listen, dude, like, and the guy's like,
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Imagine. We're like, yeah. He's like,
no way.
Later.
I'm like, later at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Mind you, we don't have money. We're broke. We are students. We don't have money to request. We're coming from Belito to Pinetown.
Yes.
That is like how much? Like roughly,
a lot.
like a lot of money.
But and we didn't have. I think we probably had like 100 rand.
Like
amongst them.
Both of us, 50-50. Literally, because when I had a Vegas lazy, I know what
yeah. So anyway, so we're like, okay, cool, dude, we need to go. And the guy's like, no, you have my mind. We're like, wait, what?
We wanna leave.
Wait, what? And he's like, no, there's a later on. And we're like, no, dude, you have a mind. Okay, fast forward, we ask our friend, Tom. We ask Tom, we're like, dude, please tell David that we want to leave. And if you don't, and then we start making up a story with our parents want us home. That's why our parents didn't want us home. But we wanted to go because as okay, says piggy way and everyone is like doing a 2x2 and we didn't want to do that, you know. We were like,
not just girls.
We just came here to drink, bro.
Like, have fun
and
come here to go home.
We didn't come here to like mess around with guys and stuff like that.
Guys that we don't even know. Like
that was not our vibe. After like pleading and begging and
by the way, guys, she's such a good storyteller. That's why I'm just believing whatever she's saying. She's such a good storyteller.
Yeah, she likes it when I tell her stories. Yeah. I'm at detailed. Like Ref will tell you a story and Ref will just be like, yeah, so I'm back. What's up? And I'm like, okay, and then
I'm not a good storyteller.
So but you obviously assist.
Yeah.
With it. Yeah. Okay, and then fast forward, you get after pleading and begging all of that. Oh, guys, like, okay, fine. So guy had a driver. So that was a rich.
Oh yeah,
like that
super
was
rich.
Like let's be honest,
he was rich.
No, Tom a driver was okay, shop and hambis. Then we're like, okay, cool, sure. And then go by Leo vibe, we go to driver, foot na yo, but then okay, so should be
now he needs to get like a cab because at that time there was no Bolt, there was no
cab. Like, my cab like so I figure I'm finally a cab guy. I figure I get the cab guy and he's like, okay, sure, I can take them. So Simbo's, how much is it? And he's like, it's 300 rand. Yes.
Mind you, guy gave us like he gives us 600 rand in front of the cab driver. But the cab driver said that the Uber is gonna be the cab, whatever, is gonna be 300 rand. Yes. So
Tina budget lo 300
owekhepu
lo monge
owokudla nesekuseni siyaqaqa.
My guys, we're broke, we're students, we're broke. Okay, sharp. I singene in the thing.
We cab Leo.
I Thembeka cab driver. I chill vibes. And okay, mind you guys, we're lit. We are lit.
Beyond.
We've been having shots. We've been having
beyond.
I don't know what.
We were drinking everything.
Everything. Okay, sharp. The ice Thembeka. Okay, while we're driving, okay, it's like I get bossy and nabona ukuthi I lendlela yinde. So le trip lezo 600.
Because he saw the guy giving us 600 rand. Now all of a sudden the trip is we're like
what you mean? You know, so we're like, wait, you said 300 rand though, and he was like,
now all of a sudden it's
and
600.
He was like, no, 600, and we're like, okay. Anyway, I told her like, see, she's time, man. And then he starts telling us stuff about it. He knows the guy that we were with.
Yeah, he comes from a rich family. And he gave us money. We don't get. You said it's 300 rand. All of a sudden now it's 600 rand.
Yeah.
Okay, first forward the story. Now he's like, Jay, if we don't want to pay the 600 rand, this is police station, police station. Me being the person that I am like, take us.
See you at station. And I'm like,
she's like, please just pay the driver. I'm like, I am not paying the driver.
But actually, like in the beginning, I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Let's rock. And
And
then he was like, no, he's gonna drop us off in my
taxi. Let's rock.
Or whatever.
And he was like, that time, mind you, we're on the freeway. We're like, if this nigga drops us off here,
we don't know where we are. Like, what's going on?
Fucked, yeah, bro. So
and I am standing by my word. I am not paying no 600.
Yeah. So Ref is in the front seats, by the way, and I'm at the back. So guy is like, I get the police station. Yeah, bro. We're like, okay. So he drives, like to the point where he's like,
Labo timing I say upesa mazana.
Labo it's mode. We're like, hey bro, dude. Labo Ref is like, Labo, I'm like, then I start saying, okay, shit is getting real. This guy's approaching the police station. I'm like, we're gonna go to jail, and I'm not trying to go to jail.
And I'm just like
300 rand, no, bruh. Anyway, we approached the police station. Specific police station, like a few steps away from the police station. I remember he was like, Nina, something. Ref was like, where's
like, guys, I'm that girl, like Uncle Zig, especially when I'm drunk.
And
like,
to be kind of shame, I'm literally the friend that will always like try and
like calm down.
Yeah. Like no matter how
I'm a guy, I ain't coming down for no nigga.
Like no matter how
festival,
no matter how drunk I am, I'll always be like, guys, no.
Let's come back. I know
so exactly. So guy was like, nope. Ain't happening.
And he took my phone.
Oh, and then he was like, and then
I had like the cheap phones, like a Nokia, and I had like the Samsung, which was really expensive at that time, like a nice phone. He took my phone. He's like, you guys want to pay the 600 rand, so I'm taking your phones. What? I'm like, this guy doesn't know me properly, doesn't know me well.
What's your if that?
That's it.
Let me tell you, he didn't even take. Why sweet for that? I feel like at the
like
why sweet her?
Dude.
And then Uref beat the person that she is.
No, he stopped at the garage first.
Oh, it's at the garage
because he wants to pull petrol or something like that. So he stopped at the garage, and I'm like, this guy doesn't know me properly. He doesn't know me well. Does he know who I am?
Yeah.
Does he want to know me? He doesn't know me. And then I went out the car from the passenger seat. I went around to him, and you know that it was at that time there was like in the meter. Like the meter, but how much, what.
You know those radios that
communicates with like that.
So he grabs her phone. He's like,
no. And I go around. I'm like, what nigga? You don't know me. I take the whole thing. I'm like,
she rips it out.
I'm like, I want my phone. What's you know? I'm like, now we fighting. He's like, no, this car, what I belong to. Guys, my phones. Let me go.
That's how I'm like, we're gonna die.
This one is like, oh my gosh, just give the guy the money. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, I was like,
he ain't getting the money. He is a liar. He is using us. He's looking.
I was like, Rev, we have the money. Just give the guy the money.
Whatever he needs. We hungry, able.
No, what's Rev, able? We have plans with this money. That's girly. Just give him the money. What's it, Andy?
Until we got to the police station.
And I was like, oh my god.
Shit was real at that time.
You know? So anyway, the guy's like, in five police station, blah, 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 you know. What's show, like that kind of vibe, you know. So cool. And the guy dragged us into the police station. Like when I say drag, like he literally like dragged us. He's dragging us. Anyway, we get to the police station. Luckily, guys, it was actually males.
Yeah, because you know, female, like they.
It's probably not all of them, obviously.
Yeah, but like most of them, they're like shady.
Speaking again, the guys are like, and they have like a slight.
Mind you, we wearing
short things.
Luckily, we have like makeup. Yeah, we want.
Yeah, makeup is running because got in pools and and stuff like that. Yeah, makeup is showing. Yeah. Sharp. I must feel like a police station and like the guys are like they have the slight smile on their face. You know that's why it was
I wonder what they did now.
So we told them our story. It was okay, guys, this is what happened, blah blah blah. And the guy now states his story. It was blah blah blah. So we say to the police guys, we're like, okay guys, listen, look, we are supposed to be 300.
Yeah.
He decided to change it.
Because he knows the nigga's rich.
He has money. But u300 was the actual
amount that we agreed about.
Lapho gawe cap uthi nje bafakela stock seed. Bafakela stock seed.
Lapho mina mind you angisabi.
Oh, then I remember the guy was like, he was like, she assaulted me. What did she assaulted me, so she's go to jail. So the one
I know my rights.
Yeah, what's with I know my rights.
You ain't gonna do anything to me, nigga. We say 300 right now, you saying 600 right?
I'm sitting there like, nah. Like my parents find out about this, I am fucked. Like bro, like the only thing
I'm gonna get into shit.
The only thing that I was thinking about at that point was our parents. I was like, shit, dude.
That's mind you, my parents are more stricter than her parents, but I was like, there is no ways I'm going down.
They didn't even know
without a fight. They didn't know anything. I'm like, there's no ways I'm going down without a fight. There is no.
So anyway, I'm like, okay, sharp, cool. You know, the guys are like, okay, as in fit, no 300s. Masin no 300s. Come again. We're like, okay, cool. Anyway, fast forward again. Simne go 300s. Guy. Oh, and then he's like, Ref must pay for what she broke, that meter thing. What she California. The police guy is like, shit, guys, just give the guy the 300 rand, you know,
you'll be free.
Yeah, give him the rand and oh, then the guy was like, yo, to repair my
that
thing was.
That I'm like,
and was like, well, you also need to give me money to repair my shit, okay? Like
who the hell
what do you mean? So the guy was like, guys, it's fine. Listen, Maliam.
Sometimes I love that lousy. Now it's lousy because we have
300 rand per day because I think I was
saying guys are mad to pay.
Now. So
back then it was a lot of money because now with students we are burden.
So cool. Rep is like, I as in vetu fine. So 300 rand we're good, you know. So and then one of the policemen were like, okay, cool. Oh, and then the guy was like, I'm leaving. In fact,
that was Gabe, Mount Edgecombe.
Yeah, Mount Edgecombe. I think it was like Mount Edgecombe
from Belito to wherever.
Yeah.
I think it was Mount
Edgecombe, yes.
Now we need to go to Pine Town.
Like, okay, so
we have this drive. I don't spend it.
Now we're like, we've got food. Fruit no 6 pack. Excellent. You know.
Labo by scats man just go 4
People like 4 a.m.
Yeah, go 5.
And people are us, because you know, like 4 a.m. people are already like on the road. When I'm 17 and you know how that walk of shame that you do.
Yeah, you probably look like a little prostitute.
You look like a fucking hoe. Right? So anyway, like one of the guys, they were like, okay, as in Vetu, look, do you have transport? And we're like, no, we don't. And he was like, that's okay. We will take you with our company car.
Van.
What do you mean? Wait, you mean a van? And he was like, yeah. The guy was like, Lindende will knock off in like 2 hours. So I said, hey, okay.
Love, you know when you like drunk, you're intoxicated, and you look
so drunk.
But no, it's fine.
Yes. What's a guy? No, And he first fucked with us. Like he was like, yeah, like but soon protect. And I was like, nah, bruh.
There is no way I'm sleeping with
and he was like, no, I'm just joking. Aziki Bosha, but you just sit in the cell and like you cut him up bench and you just sleep. And we're like, bro, no.
We wearing short things.
And
we have our handbags. For the side we big. You understand? You're seeing like your man was so big. It's come as
and all of this was actually after we chilled for like 15-20 minutes. Look in like la good reception basically.
We like
get about like I'm sure my prostitutes lawa. I'm sure they broke like some kind of rules or whatever. Anyway, so we go to like the cell. So we go to the cell and the guy's like, no, don't worry, Aziki Bosha. So we go in the cell, come up and out. I face Saneganje. Ref was like, sure. She goes to the other cell and I go, I take my bag and she put them there and we sleep. Guys, it's like 4:30 a.m. in the fucking cell. And we're like, bro. And I remember we spoke for like 10 minutes. We're like, friend, I can't believe we're in the cell. I feel like Siaboshwa. And the guy kept reassuring. The one guy was very sweet. He was like, Musa, and it wasn't so that when we knock off.
This one killed me, guys. She was like this the whole time. Love, I'm like, I'm a G.
I was scared.
I'm a G. Yeah, but this experience, we having this.
Side note, this is the girl that like she used to fight a lot. Like she used to like beat girls up. And I was always like, I don't want to fight. I don't know how to fight. So, I was just like, until like I had a fight with one girl, then that's when I was like, oh, I can fight?
Yes, and I remember it was at Wasteful. It was that whole thing of what? What was it?
It was like the student
whatever.
Yeah.
And then every time someone was messing with her, I had to always intervene.
I was not that girl.
And she was like,
I was like, no.
Until this one time I saw this other girl in Kulos or whatever. And then I was like, let me just watch. This time I'm not even gonna say anything. And then she fought back. I was like, that's my girl!
And I beat that girl up. Okay.
I didn't do
one part of it, but I did.
But like, no, that's the past.
Yeah.
That's the past.
But anyway.
But now we don't fight.
No,
but Jay,
no.
I just take girls out like.
But
we
try us though. But anyway, so cool. We slept in that cell for like 2 hours, and the one guy, Wafi, one was in the handbag. We're like, okay. We're
like, okay.
Guys, when I tell you that we thought Champo was bed down, it was fine with them bed. It was a bag.
We.
What? Okay, I think space like Pambili and the move. It's
like guys. Like, let's just drop off like.
Also, in fact, he was very dramatic about it because what keep a layer ring bell thing. I remember he was like. It's ring. Labo in the car. We're like, oh my god.
Now
we're going down. Yeah. So anyway, he was like, no, I'll take you guys home, something. And that time we were very uncomfortable because we were like,
the whole time.
Like,
we're like, oh my gosh.
Shit.
What if it's taking us to another police
what if
station?
Our parents
What if our parents see us? What if? But we
Yeah.
had a lot of what ifs. And then now we're outside the house.
Yeah. So anyway, so okay, I figured he's like, no, give me direction because we're coming to my house. Okay, we're coming to my house. So figuring we park outside and this guy's like, oh, it's a house. And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, okay, cool. No funa nginishiye noma mhlawumbe ngingene
ngizochaza
sathi nje ungalinge
Sishiye.
nabazali, let me tell you something,
because now her parents are gonna hold my parents and now it's like
and
a whole
funny
deal.
The funny thing is I remember with my mom, I think it was my mom or my dad. Was my mom or my dad? But someone came out. Someone came out and I think like by the window and they were like I'm like, oh fuck, we're screwed. And it was actually my dad, because my dad came out and he was like, and I was like, and then they left. So literally when we got back, like my dad was probably, he didn't say anything, but he was just like he went to his room and he's probably just like, I actually do it.
I am done with it.
Let me tell you, like when I say we slept for like an hour, some side tops. I'm saying 6-pack so that we can gather.
No, it wasn't tops, babes. It wasn't open at that time. It was that khonchi there by. If you're from Durban, you know Gamsu. But we went to Gamsu, but
we asked the cops. We were like, okay, what's this Zule? But as long as no, still I'm so because
you know,
and
they were like, chill, but they were like,
they were like, ah, it's cool. So
and then when we were sleeping, we had the 6-pack.
But we didn't drink it.
We didn't drink it.
And
then the subway extended.
Came back with the freezer. For like an hour. Then
subway. And you guys, like, it was the funniest thing ever.
I literally
like, we have Wake saying he's just like, but he didn't even ask us anything.
But I think really, like, for me, like, the main thing was Guti. I was so scared, honestly. I was like,
no, she was so scared.
I was like, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail.
Now I'm like, I know my rights.
But now you were scared.
Now, but I wanted to be like a G. Like, I was deep down inside. I was scared, guys. Yeah. I'm not
so
even
I was just like,
but deep down I was like, J, I get to quas,
anyway,
but
yeah, so that's how we were almost like jailed. Basically, in fact, we were jailed. Like when actually we were jailed.
But we slept in the cell. We were in the cell.
Yeah,
it's just that they didn't take our fingerprints. They didn't take our.
But we were jailed, you know.
But like,
so,
you know, I think they just said like in a sweet way, like, no, you guys can sleep for like a few
hours. So
more, but I think because it's in Portuguese, but guys, wow.
So I feel like that was literally like my most like
hectic, traumatizing,
like kind of vibe.
For me, it wasn't like the most traumatizing.
Okay, not most, but like one.
But like one off.
Yeah, because I'm very. A lot.
Like, but our next story time, you guys are definitely gonna hear about a lot of shit.
But I think that was that was one of the most like traumatizing
experiences. It was funny in a way, but it was like
because when we spoke about it in the morning, we're like,
we are speaking about it, and we're like, okay. We are drinking and we're talking about it and we're laughing about it, but it got like sabotage.
No, like legit. I think
sabotage.
Yeah, I actually don't know. Sabotage or not?
You know, because you can't just
you can't, bruh. Yeah, but like, we don't have a criminal record though.
Guys.
But anyway, okay, that's what it was. And that is our story, guys. And it was hectic, and I don't want to go through that ever again.
I literally don't want to go through that ever again. Because I feel like I've been like in jail for beating up people, but like not like hectic.
Like I said, guys, she's always been Puma Silwe. And I was
not that hectic, like I've never slept there or whatever.
Actually, her and our other friend that we won't mention it, but
like me and her are the same.
Anyway,
thank you so much for listening to our gibberish story. It was so much fun.
We had so much fun filming this. Actually, I think we actually spoke about this before we started shooting, and we were actually reminiscing. We're like, shit,
we went through that.
Oh my god, that happened. Shit. So really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for tuning in and watching our third video. This is so exciting. Like I literally did not think that we would be where we are right now with this many views and this many subscribers.
Yeah, you guys are the best. Literally,
we're so
thank
grateful.
you so much. We're so grateful.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
And of course, you know what to do. Like this video,
comment and subscribe.
And of course, guys, please make sure that you guys like post like snippets that you enjoyed from the video on your stories. Please. Tag us. We actually like seeing that. So like actually kind of
we love feedback.
What you guys like.
It's amazing. Yeah.
So yeah, but we'll see you next time.
Bye.